call me quiet Sandy, 'cause I like to be alone. And I love the bounding, bouncing wave of the ocean is my home. And I could tell you all a tale I've never told before. And when I tell you what I'm going to tell, you'll simply roar. Yes, and what I'm going to tell you folks is the truth. And if you haven't heard anything about it before now, well, it's time that you heard all about it now. But there's no use of you sitting there and saying that you haven't heard anything. So you haven't heard anything about it. Well, then, I'll just tell you how Lieutenant Shackleton, the explorer, and I nearly discovered the South Pole. It was one Sunday morning when I was very nearly going away to tell you a lie to begin with, and out there, because it wasn't a Sunday at all. It was a Saturday forenoon, about 11:30, or 11:45. Maybe it was 12 o'clock. I don't know what time it was. I know it was the end of the week anyway, and I was pretty hard up. And I had just borrowed a couple of shillings off a chap, and I had rushed into this little place that I'm in the habit of rushing into. When who should I rush up against but this chap I'm telling you about, Shackleton, who introduced himself to me and asked me what I would have to drink. I said, "What are you drinking yourself, Shack?" He said, "I'm having a small port." I said, "I'll have a big one if you don't mind." Whenever it was put down on the counter, I scoffed it off. He said, "Sandy," he said, you're surely very dry this morning." I said, "I'm always dry in the morning, Shack." He said, "What's the cause of that?" I said, "I don't drink enough at night, that's the cause of it." But mind, I'm telling you, talking about being away here and being away there, well, there's nothing to compare with being away to the polar regions looking for the South Pole. Of course, we didn't find it. If we had found it, we could have easily come home and told them at home that we did find it, whether we found it or not. But mind, I'm telling you, it's great to be out on the bounding ocean, over the bounding sea, bounding over the bounding wave, that's the place for me. I'm a bounding bounder when I'm bounding over the sea. Up the north of the Porth, I bound in the bounding sea. Out on the bounding ocean, over the bounding sea, bounding over the bounding wave, that's the place for me. I'm a bounding bounder when